Hello, welcome to the Bad Girl's Guide to Love with Dr. Ayo. I'm your host, Dr. Ayo. Thank you for being here with me today. So, today we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart because it's something that I tested out myself to be able to share with you. And this is dating multiple people to find the one. You have to date multiple people to find the one. It's just the way to go. And it's something that men have been doing for years. Some women have been doing it for years, and people talk trash about them, talk down to them. But these people have found the key, and you are missing out. So if you're just dating one by one, you're not going to find the one. Let me tell you why. When you date multiple people, you are able to fully assess that person. You're not projecting your thoughts onto them. You're not projecting your needs onto them because you're too busy trying to figure out who you want to hang out with when. You're balancing your time, you're being selectively available, and you're not so focused on trying to make every man the one. You are being too loyal to these men that you meet. Just because you have chemistry, just because you have a connection, doesn't mean you owe him all of your time, all of your energy, and definitely not all of your commitment. If there's been no commitment established, you have to leave your options open. And it's been proven in literature that dating multiple people actually helps you to receive the person that you're meant to be with. And that's because you're not so busy checking off boxes and making sure that everything's lining up and not so darn focused on this timeline in your head. Like, oh, by 4 weeks, we should be doing this. By 6 weeks, we should be doing this. By 3 months, he should be telling me he loves me. No, you've got too many people vying for your attention, trying to impress you and working hard to be with you to just be deciding that this one person is who has to fulfill all these needs for you. And then you're actually able to really compare these people and see them for who they are. You're not just looking at one guy through rose-colored glasses, which you know you do. You know you do. I've done it. You're doing it. You're meeting a guy, he's handsome, you like him, you're vibing, and you immediately say, oh, this is it for me. You're doing it for me. You're the one. I'm going to focus everything on you, and you're amazing, even when there's flaws there. So you're ignoring the flaws and trying to make him fit into this box because you want it so badly. And that's what's killing you. So when you date multiple people, you're less likely to do that. And you're more likely to have fun while you're dating because you might find one that's more adventurous or one that you connect with that has more interests that are similar to yours. And you're more likely to date outside the box. So if you have a rotation of 3, then it's okay that you let one slip in that's an inch or 2 shorter than you would normally date. But that might be the one that knocks you off your feet. That might be the one where you're like, okay, you're impressing me. I actually like you. You're actually doing it for me. I'm enjoying you. We're having fun together. We're connecting. And you wouldn't have dated him before if you could only limit yourself to one or if you were closed off to other people because he wouldn't have met your requirements, these preferences that you have. So dating multiple people actually allows you to be more open with who you're dating and not so focused on these preferences. And it has been shown that that is when you actually find the person who actually is there for you, who is committed to you. And I got a lot of questions when I said that I was going to talk about this topic. If you were the one, I'm helping you out. It was, am I expected to sleep with all these people? Of course, I would never go and tell you to go sleep with 3 and 4 guys at a time. No, This is the dating process. This is when you're getting to know someone. You don't have to sleep with all these guys, and it's probably better that you don't sleep with any of them while you're getting to know them to see if they're even worthy of your time, energy, or a physical connection. So then you're not going around having hoish ways or some of the things that you were saying out there in cyberspace, where that if you're sleeping around with multiple people, that really doesn't allow you to get to know people because you're so attached to people sexually. And that is why you would use discretion on who you had sex with, or if you actually chose to have sex with any of them at all. Another concern that you had was that you don't really get to know anybody well if you're dating multiple people. And that's just bullshit. That is just not true. You have 3 friends, right? You got to know all 3 of your friends, even though you have more than one. It's the same with dating. You get to know people over time as you spend more time with them, as you learn more about them, as you talk with them more. So why would you not do the same with dating, right? Dating and who you are going to be with and finding the one is just as important as having friends. So why would you have this process for friendship? You can have more than one friend. Why can't you have more than one person you're dating? Yes, you can. And you're not a hoe when you do it. You are just keeping your options open. Another question I got was, are you honest with these men when you're dating multiple people? And yes, you can definitely be honest with these men that you're dating. And I would do that early on and say, hey, Ashley, what's up, girl? Yes. I would let them know straight up, I am keeping my options open, but you gotta hit them with a compliment. You say, I really like you. I'm enjoying this time we spend together, but I'm keeping my options open. We don't have a commitment, and I expect that you're doing the same. And if we move forward, we can have that discussion. Let them know, and it will not throw them off. If a man likes you and he wants you, he's gonna rise to the competition. He's gonna try to win you over. He's not gonna shut you down because he's scared of competition or scared that you're dating someone else. He's gonna rise to the occasion and work even harder for you because he knows you're not just clingy and looking to fill your time with just anyone, that you have standards and expectations that you need met. So yes, be honest and be open that you're keeping your options open. Now, you don't have to tell him every time you're hanging out with one of the other guys, like, oh no, I'm going on a date tonight. Like, that's not all his business. You can be wherever you want to be with whoever you want to be with in the dating process. You don't have to have that accountability to anyone, but just that general idea that you're dating other people and keeping your options open until further notice is definitely something that I recommend. Why should the bachelorette have all the fun? You can create your own real life bachelorette situation. And of course, after 6 weeks, none of these people have to propose to you and you don't have to force it. But those shows have a concept going. Like, you find someone that you are really interested in when you date multiple people. Dating is a numbers game. I know it, you know it. The more people you date and the more people you get to know, the better off you are with finding someone. Because if you're just meeting one person at a time and sticking to one person at a time, that's 6 or 8 weeks or sometimes even months that you wasted on this person, and it doesn't end up being the one. Or you do the flame out, what I call it. Y'all spend every week together all the time. You're talking on the phone, you're texting, you're ignoring everybody else around you, and then it fizzles, it flames out because there was no chase, there was no connection beyond that initial either physical or chemistry connection, and you guys got to know each other, and either you didn't like what you got to know or someone was less interested in the other person. And so don't waste your time like that. Use all the time to your advantage. Date these multiple guys, narrow down who you're interested in, and I always say at least 3. Because if you do two, you're just going to compare them to each other and quickly get rid of one of them, right? One of them's hotter, one of them's richer, one of them's impressing me more. And so two is not enough. Two and a spare is where you want to live. You want to have at least three. And oh yeah, I see. Yeah. Oh, where are all the good men at? Where are these three men? The men are out there, ladies. Stop saying that there's no men out there for you, that there's no one you could date, that there's no candidates. There's no shortage of men. They're out there. You're just not stepping away from your damn cell phone to see them or actually open to the experience. Get out of your house. Stop Netflix and chilling by yourself or with your friends and go out there and mingle. These men will approach you. You will see them. Or you can online date. If you're going to be at home, at least open yourself up to online dating where you're able to have a whole access to numbers and opportunities. But either way, at least three. Don't do just two. So if you're down to just two and neither one of those is taking the lead on being, having a commitment, add another one on. So rotation here. So rotation. Somebody could get cut or be brought on at any point. It's up to you. And that's the fun of it. That's what makes it so liberating, that you get to make these choices. You get to choose who's on your roster, who's on your team, and who goes. If they're not living up to your expectations, they're not giving you what you need, they're not pulling their weight, cut them. And you have a few more that are left to take their place. And you might go through this rotation a few times before you actually find one that starts to stick out, that starts to pull itself apart, and starts doing the work and winning your attention, affection, where you think you want to take it to the next level. And he's also willing to take it to the next level. Do not cut your other ones until he's also decided that he wants to take it to the next level. That's when you start cutting people loose and decreasing your numbers, not when you've decided that he's the only one that you want, because that's going back to the original point of just dating one person at a time. So don't get caught in that trap, this serial monogamy and being overly loyal to someone that you're not in a committed relationship with. Date multiple people, and I assure you, you will find the one. That's it for us today. Bad Girl's Guide to Love with Dr. Ayo. See you next time.